Delp drives baseline. McCarty follows. And any hope that Auburn may...
Still not sitting down. Another Kentucky steal, and Epps lays it in.
Oh, nice turn. Opened it up, and he went right down the tube.
There it is underneath. That's a good one. Yeah. Walker cut it to one, and now a steal by Kentucky. And McDaniel fouls Epps. And McDaniel's gone. For the tie. Got it. Nobody wants it more than that guy right there, do they? He hasn't led in this game since it was 2-0. Now they do. Arkansas can play for the one shot that would win it for them. Here's your ball game in overtime. 94-93 Kentucky. Scotty Thurman's got 5 game-winning shots in his career, one against the Wildcats earlier this year. For 3. Short. Kentucky's gonna survive, it looks like. And already they're storming the court, but there's .6 left on the clock.
Beautiful. McCarty comes away with, look at that open court play. Finding Shepard to Walker. Walter McCarty, you're special.
And finally, the trap out of the double team. And he finds Marlon Towns for 3 that time. McCarty answers with a jam on the other end. Well, it's getting... Muhammad made him come up short of a shot. Muhammad held his ground. Pretty good defense. Here's Mercer streaking to the hoop for the jam.
No chance for Bryant Smith.
Or to receive the basketball. He was out of bounds, came back in before he got on the floor. Mercer. Paget. Emphatic putback.
In because Kentucky will give you some 3-on-1, 2-on-1 opportunities.
How about one against than anything on that play? So David Hobbs may be fortunate that Hayes is still in the game.
Oh! Mohammed making up for lost time. Timeout.
Schedule around a little bit. What's next for you?
I'm actually getting ready to shoot in Montreal. I'll go over to Toronto. And we just spending really cool
Wow. Then 7 minutes remaining in this SEC Tournament Championship game. Edwards dumps it to Muhammad.
Beautiful kick by Edwards.
Because you're in a domed stadium, I think it was very wise by the commissioner's office to bring the tournament to the bigger domes because you're going to get those facilities as McGlory jams at home. These types of facilities is what you see more often now, and even first.
He does have to make their free throws. Turner penetrates back to Paget for 3.
Oh, that's big. That's really big.
Back to Prince. Here's Scott Paget. Gets the screen from the floor, launches a 3 and cans it. 15 for Paget.
Postseason play for the first time. And there is a fairly dramatic difference. Bogans from Smith.
Good handle of the pressure that time. Smith always looking for
Savvy, intelligence, knowing where to be, when to be, making decisions on the floor. Joe Johnson, very intelligent.
Stone fouled by Dean. And it counts.
How do they get the tickets? Well, that was the thing here. They've been doing it so long, they're very good at it. It was Nolan Richardson's understanding. Give it up. Sears and rubber.
Who will be able to spell C.J. Watson at the point guard?
Right.
Another pick, and Barber a 3-2.
Kentucky gets so many easy baskets, so many different ways. Transition off missed shots, steals, as you just saw, offensive.
Bird raises the front rim, and here's the run out. Well, you miss a perimeter shot, you are going to pay a price against Kentucky.
And I don't know how many times.
The passing lane. Now Chuck Hayes for Kentucky. The shot clock at 14. Esto, strong charge. Finger roll. Basket, Kentucky.
Boy, they didn't expect.
but, you know, Laughlin can be defended because he's a perimeter guy.
Another pick. This one by Hayes. He deflected it. Sparks. A little globetrotter move. And this has become an embarrassment to Tennessee.
Well, Tim, when you start throwing between the leg passes in the first half, Ibuki here. Here he comes. This is it.
The dump down is to Hayes. Working over Davis. Yes. 7.9 left. Minor takes it the distance. A sprint for the finish for Tack Minor. Not there. It's over. Kentucky continues the SEC tournament party.
There's Bradley again. Three-pointer. That was a bad looking one, but bailed out. And Ronnie Moss had the rebound. Dished it to Morris for the throwdown.
Moss could have made it.
Smith calls this play with 11 on the shot clock. Sparks trying to get away from Felix. Instead, they throw it into Rondo. Looking for Morris. Perry takes it on the dribble. Little floater's good by Bobby Perry. Kentucky has its first lead.
Alonzo G.
Basket by Alonzo G.
Here's Meeks behind the defense. He is so fast.
Johnny Meeks.
Back out to Miller. Now 8 to shoot. Miller spins and scores.
How about that freshman? Deep into the lane that time. The defense converged and he spun and went the other way. A little four-footer right in front of the rim. Pretty play.
10 points for him. He had 12 in Oxford in the meeting earlier between these two. There's an offensive foul called on the Rebels. Terrence Henry.
Play right now if you're Kentucky.
Bledsoe to Patterson. That's a home run right there.
That is a great play against the zone. John Calipari probably talked about if it's a man, this is what I want. If it's a zone, and his young kids take it and execute.
Torrance trying to leave it to Mitchell on the baseline. Threw it away. I love
Hobson, three-pointer. Short, Cousins, another rebound. Outlet to Miller. 3-on-1. Lob, Dodson!
They have time to make still, I think, and foul quickly. They're going to miss it.
He missed it. Whoa! Got it! The shot will count! But it's short! Oh, wait a minute! Cousins! It's good! It's good! It's good! They'll go to the monitors to make sure.
Defender.
Might pull up from the free throw line. Got it. Big shot again. He's had a couple in the last couple of minutes. Chris Warren will score a bunch of points for you. But when you go break down film,
The shot where he wants and who he wants it for.
Brandon Lesk got 10 of Kentucky's 14 in this half. Here's a steal by Terrence Jones. Length of the court. Kentucky by 23. And now Murphy got a three, but it's short as most of the three-pointers have been for Florida in the second half. Courtesy of the long arms of the Kentucky defense, and Brandon Knight will put the exclamation point on another Wildcat title.
Warren because the ball was tipped. Now Stringer picks up the loose ball. Through traffic, swatted down by Davis. His fifth block shot. And now
Gonna bring Davis up. Make Patrick Young to cover that on ball.
Davis driving underhand hook shot, and Jones follows a miss.
Martin, way too strong.
There's James Young credit because he got quickly there. There we go. Now, a little easier finish. Teammates involved. Terrific assist by Randall.
And then he sticks a three. Kentucky, boy, Brett, their body language as good as I've seen all year right now.
And now with the turnover, Young with a slam. Kentucky starting to roll toward the Gators tomorrow afternoon.
And see you tomorrow in the semifinals. Ulis will take a long three with a shot clock winding down, and he knocked it down. Just the height of Lyles and company snatching down the rebound.
And it's also their physical presence. They're so physical. You can't be serious. Willie Cauley-Stein, Ashley lays some high fives. Oh, Kentucky, Kentucky.
Lyles, Ulis, great entry pass to Towns, up and in.
Here are the Cats. That's number one in the nation. That's going for 34 and 6. They love them.
Watered away.
I thought Arthur Edwards was going to windmill one.
Riley North from outside won't go. Briscoe chases it down to Murray.
That orchestra leader takes charge.
Briscoe all the way under, didn't take a shot.
Goes back again. Oh!
That's why he didn't take the shot.
What a play! Are you serious, Mr. Briscoe? The New Jersey Flash with the baseline reverses, goes back, dumps it off, and the Cat fan.
10 on the shot clock, 23 on the game clock. Murray against Gilder. It's going to be his shot. And he got it!
Oh, money, baby, money! Money! They're dancing with joy on the bench.
The blue arrow has just pierced the Aggies.
The game, it just continues to enhance and help the schedule of Iowa State.
Hawkins. Follow up by Bam. Oh, my. Farnham. As I'd like to say, climb the ladder, Bam.
He's looking to take him off the bounce.
You want more, you got more. He's got 16 in the second half alone, 25 today.
What a show. What a show being put on by the Aaron Fox. And he's
the follow, the tip in goes.
Good active play right there with that tip.
Meanwhile, hello, Mr. Monk.
That's why he was Mr. Arkansas.
Three on two now. Gilgeous-Alexander. What a nice feed and the finish. P.J. Washington.
If you're Kentucky, you don't want to get too patient. You want to look to score.
Gabriel. 7 for 7.
7 for 7. Are you?
They look low for Washington and don't find him. Gilgeous-Alexander, tough shot, but it goes in.
They find him. Oh, he's been unbelievable.
To get back in this game. Missed chance for Reese, missed them both at the free throw line. Kentucky the other way. Wow. Richards running the floor. Wow. The speed off the free throw.
5 on the clock. Here's Shibwe. Now 3. Passes Toppin.
Jumper to beat the buzzer for Jacob Toppin.
Nice job by Toppin. I thought he was going.
Did it to the Sooners once. Can he do it again? He gets the basketball. He's going. He drives. He puts it out! And in with a half second to go. Owe did it again to Oklahoma. A walk-off shot from Otega Owe, and Kentucky will win it 85-84. You can't make it up.
That's tough. That is tough if you're LSU. You forced a tough shot. Just couldn't get the rebound.
Away. Let's go. Big time shot for 0-0.
Advantage for Kentucky is so big. Chandler with 6 on the clock. They get it to Marino. And somebody's got to put it up. Aberdeen gets it off in time, and he knocks it in. What a shot by Denzel Aberdeen as the shot clock wound to 0.